If you're watching Q in the streets, Q in the streets, said you're watching Q in the
It's Q in the street. I love everybody here. They've been good to me.
It's Tashina Arnold, and it's Q in the street. I love that.
For Q in the streets, you need to make sure you go to his bio right now and click that link, okay? What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Q. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to... What's up, y'all? It's your boy Q. Back in the building with another video. Before I start, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. I want to give a shout out to all my Q-tips who are watching, baby. We finally hit 5,000 subscribers. We are 5,000 plus, so I appreciate that. So, since to that, let's go. And also, since to today, we're starting a new show, guys. At first, I was hesitant about reviewing the show because I feel like that was adding on more to my plate. However, I am glad that I did because very interesting episode. I feel like you guys definitely gave, you guys rocketed your first episode, and that's just how I feel about it. Shout out to Karan. Shout out to Karan. I call Karan my little Mona Scott because Karan is definitely going to always bring you good TV, Ratchet TV. We are here for it. And because I say Ratchet TV, that's not a derogatory thing. We on this side, like this, we like a little bit of Ratchet TV. So, Karan, thank you for providing that with us, providing us with this content, your hard work. I have had personal conversations with Karan, so I know that this is his passion, and I believe that things are definitely going to take off for him if he continues to put it in the hard work. So with that being said, with his hard work, let's make sure that we are supporting this particular franchise to come up, New York Season 3. Let's make sure that we are going and following the castmates, cast members, following the producers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this particular age range of guys is younger than us, or is younger than me. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we got to support them. We got to let them know, like, we are watching them as well. Because I think a couple of them have been on this show for like 2 or 3 seasons. So we want to see them walk through the journey, and we're just glad and happy that you guys are willing to show your real lives on camera. Because one thing about it, and I know some of you guys probably have questions, well, Q, how do you feel like you qualified to talk on camera? I have been a part of a reality web-based show as well, Chasing Atlanta franchise, the #1 web-based reality show, period. But anyways, outside of all of that, so that's what qualifies me, just in case anybody have any questions. Now, before I start my review, let me say this. I don't know anybody personally. I think I followed every cast member. For those of you whose names were on the TV screen, I followed every cast member. I already followed Gemini Films. I follow Karan. So I don't know anybody personally. So please, if you guys, excuse me, this is the first time that I'm actually reviewing the Come Up New York. So your fan favorite may not be my fan favorite, or who you probably go up for, probably I may see something different. So with that being said, I don't want y'all coming and cursing me out. This is all love, game, and fun. I've worked with Karan before. I actually used to host the after show that he had on the Come Up Atlanta. And I told all those guys the same thing. I don't know anybody personally, so I hope nobody takes what I say personal and just take it as a nugget of wisdom, you know? I think I know what I'm talking about just a little bit. All right, now that we got all that bull crap out the way, let's go on and get down to the mess. Ooh, shout out to y'all. Y'all gave a great opener, great episode 1, so shout out to y'all. So we move and we're gonna talk. Let me take a little swiggle, and then we're gonna go on to jump into see what was happening in this episode. First of all, Q, you don't gulp wine, you sip it. All right. So the very first person that we get into is O'Neal Blue. So he comes, I think, not O'Neal, excuse me. Like I said, I don't know anybody. I'm just meeting everybody today. I have not watched any previous seasons. I have not of New York. I've seen Atlanta because I used to do the after show. Okay? So if I mispronounce some names and stuff, don't y'all come trying to shoot me now. Listen. O'Neal Blue, he comes back. I'm guessing he is a returning cast member. He basically saying that he's focusing on his personal, focusing on his personal well-being, and he dropped his lash brand. So I'm guessing that he used to do lashes, and now he's stepping into shades, if I'm not mistaken. Look, seems like he has a very big personality. I think his first scene was like him going running with his friend. That was great to see. He was telling his friend that it's going to be a little bit tough for him to come back around the group. I'm guessing a couple of the guys had some bad fall in and outs, and I already know how the stuff works behind the scenes. So I'm guessing that he had a little bit of a little situation. All right, so we move on to the next person. This next person, I'm guessing, is a new cast member to the show. His name is Justin Rosa, Just Hollywood. So make sure you guys are following O'Neal at O'Neal.blue, BLEU. Just Hollywood. Okay, I'm not going to be able to spell all these names and stuff out, y'all. If you a cast member, drop down in the bottom of in the comments down below. Let the people know where they can find you on social media if they haven't watched the show. Because that's a lot for me to be trying to... Listen, I'm already hot. Matter of fact, let me turn this fan around so I can breathe. Because it's hot right here. So, welcome to my page where I keep it all the way real. I'm never going to try to play with y'all and like sit up here and try to be cute. So Just Hollywood, Justin Rosa, he's a model fitness trainer. I think him coming onto the scene, he's coming on pretty much being the it boy. Can we go ahead and kill the elephant in the room? He's not black, so this is a new cast member coming on and giving something a little different, a little spicy, which I feel like is necessary. I feel like we always kind of need a little bit of diversity along a cast. Some of y'all be trying to be selfish and like, oh, we only want a black cast. We only want this. We only want that. Well, what I will say is he's coming in and he's looking quite all right with me. You can tell that, he's coming in trying to be about his business. You can tell he pretty much takes himself very serious, which I think is a good thing. He takes his body serious. He showed up to an event doing like a little red carpet, showing that he's business-minded, showing him networking, him popping out of this black, uber black. Let y'all know he got a little bit of coin. Or he just, or he doing what he got to do. So I'm not even going to try to shade him because that's how I was when I first came on the reality scene. I came on, not necessarily doing a lot, but, putting it out there like, hey, just in case I get into the mess, I want to let y'all know what I do first. So, Justin, I appreciate that from you. Shout out to artist B_, I think it's Aquarius. Soon as I heard the song, I heard a little New Orleans bounce, a little got. I said, okay. So that's one thing that we can always appreciate about Karan is that he's going to go out and find talent that the people want to hear. And even though, like I said, I'm a little bit older than I feel like you guys are, B_, B_Aquarius. Make sure you guys go get his single. This is one thing about platforms like this. I feel like we all can support each other. So, and make sure you guys will follow me on all of my social media sites at Quentin T. Harris on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. Everything is at Quentin T. Harris. Yeah. So, yeah, shout out to B Aquarius. So, we get into the next castmate. This is Jason. I don't personally know Jason, but I think I've seen Jason's story kind of go viral, or I think I've seen him go viral. First of all, can we just talk about how fine Jason is? Jason, So I've seen Jason float around on Twitter a few times, and Jason is a very well-known YouTuber. I'm guessing, now again, guys, I don't know everybody personally. I've seen a few things maybe on one or two people, but for the most part, my notes come directly from the show. I've seen Jason on Twitter, but I didn't know a lot of the backstory of what I got on the show. So, I'm guessing that he was in this very big YouTube relationship that I'm guessing a lot of people followed up with. I'm thinking the girl name is Ange. And I'm guessing that they had a falling out. So with that story, Jason is a trans man. And I can appreciate Jason coming onto the platform to tell his story. Only because we don't see a lot of transition. And also, if you're new to my page, I'm still new to lingo and language. So if I say something out of order, I don't say it out of malicious or malice, excuse me. I'm still learning. So I never say stuff to hurt people. So we never see the transition from a woman transitioning to a man. So I think that this storyline of Jason is going to be very very important because we don't get to see it a lot. So I hope we don't miss the mark. And Jason, I really hope that you stay like away from the drama so that we can really, as a community, because we can see what a lot of other people bring a lot of the other times. So I feel like it's so important for you to tell your storyline, or not tell your storyline because this is your real life. Tell your story so that we, the people who may have questions, you can kind of answer some of those questions, because it's a lot of people transitioning, you know, in today's time, and maybe someone will feel inspired by your journey. So one thing I can commend you so far on, Jason, is I think, and I may be mistaken, you seem like you're a little bit older than the rest of the crew. So that's going to be, I'm curious to see how your age range versus what I think majority of the rest of the cast is. And I say that because I just don't see you getting into like a lot of the mess. And even with your first opening scene, Jason, again, what I can appreciate about you is you was on the phone with, I think, your sister or your friend, and you pretty much squashed this whole situation between whoever this ex-girl is that you were dating on YouTube, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people had questions. They're probably like, oh, well, what happened between them? Or is he going to come on this show and dog her and bada bada boom and bada bada this and bada bada that? So, Jason, I thank you for coming on, going ahead and shutting the rumors down. First scene, first episode, to let people know, listen, I'm going to be bringing my fitness and some business opportunities, and to continue to grow my online, my online persona, which is his YouTube and all those other things. So I can appreciate him focusing on those things and not coming in and dragging her, because a lot of times, because I think what they said in the trailer or something, she was on the she was on the show last season. So, Jason, don't get caught up in the comments of trying to like go and clear up a bunch of stuff that happened. Focus on you. Keep it about you. So for those of you who do not know, I work in radio, so I talk a lot. I work with celebrities from across the board, so I kind of see these things going left and right. I kind of see when people go on to reality shows what storyline that they're pulling for. And mind you, I love Quran, but at the same time, I must give an honest and fair review. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Cool. Make sure you guys will follow me on all of my social media sites at Quentin T. Harris. I have some amazing things coming up this year, so I want all you guys to be included, especially if you are a black woman, to anybody related in the LGBT world. I don't care where that allows you to fall at. I have some things that I think that is going to allow your voice to be heard coming up. So I just want you guys to follow me on my social media sites. All right, cool. All right, so next we got coming up. So we're going to Spanky. So again, I don't know everybody personally. I'm just giving my review on what I see. Spanky, is it Spanky Man or is it Spanky M? I think it's Spanky M _. So we are introduced to Spanky. Well, I'm introduced to Spanky. I don't know everybody personally. So this is my first season. So I don't know Spanky personally, but I have seen him on YouTube before. I'm not a subscriber or anything like that, and it's like no shade. I just I just don't, because it's New York, it's Atlanta, it's just really no excuse. I just haven't. But I will make sure I subscribe to his page. Well, let me make sure that he's a still active YouTuber. I know that he was really big on the scene. And this is no shade, Spanky. I honestly, genuinely just don't know. So yeah. So he is a returning cast member. He came in gunning for whoever was throwing shade at him. And I feel like Spanky coming on back to the scene again. I don't know Spanky. I did not see last year's episode. But Spanky, this is what I do feel. I do feel that I would have loved to see a little bit more of your backstory. Only because a person like myself who doesn't follow the franchise closely, when I come in, I automatically know you're going to be wrapped up in drama type jush. Which is okay because that's what the show needs. But it's just kind of like we didn't get like no backstory. We just kind of got you coming in and boom. Like you're like immediately talking about, you know, I guess and whoever was there last season. And then I also feel like your friend, you know, whoever was with you, the guy who was sitting outside the shop with you, he had already knew what tea that I guess you were holding back or trying not to say so much of. That's just how I feel. I feel like your friend had already knew what tea that you were trying to spill, but I felt like he was trying to pull it out of you because I felt like he was like, oh, well, when we go to the camera, we gonna eat that hoe up. And when I feel like you got on camera, you didn't really do that. So I felt like he was trying to pull it out of you. That's just what my observation is. Again, this is not a personal attack on Spanky. I don't personally know him. Spanky, drop down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Clear up, you know, did I get the scene wrong? Did I miss anything? Y'all drop down and y'all let me know. So yeah, so whoever this Montel person is. So at first I was just like, well, who is this Montel person? Because he was like, because in the beginning, when Spanky was talking about it, he never said anybody's name. So this is why I say the friend was pulling stuff out, because he was like, well, girl, drop a name on him, Miss Mamas, because you talking, but who you talking about? So I'm guessing he apparently says Montel. So he finally says the guy name at the end of the conversation. So at least at this point, I do know that he's talking about Montel. So we meet another cast member. So we finally meet Chance. Chance is a returning castmate as well. Justin and Chance meet in the gym. Because I kind of skipped forward because, you know, Chance really didn't give too much. He kind of just gave just enough, but I'm not going to comment on every single thing or every single body. I'm going to try to keep up with the scenes so that the reviews don't get too long. So Justin and Chance just meet up in the gym. Chance seems very funny. And I think I like Chance because he seems personable. And he seems like a person where he tries to look like he's going to stay out the mess. But I think because he's cool with everybody, it kind of puts him in the mess. Or that's just what I feel like I'm going to get. It's kind of like, don't start none, won't be none. I like the fact that he was kind of cracking on himself. He was like, I can't be calling somebody else fat. And the whole time we ain't been filming, I done sat over here and got fat. I like the fact that he joned on himself before he allowed the fans or anybody else to kind of have an opinion about it. He already came and got it out the way. We like people who kind of just come in and shoot it real quick without all the rah-rah and back and forth. So I feel like I'm going to personally like Chance. Chance regrets having Spanky back from getting his ass whooped at the reunion. That's what came out of Chance's mouth. Not Q mouth. This is what came out of Chance's mouth. But Chance basically says, like, I regret having Spanky's back because me having his back at the reunion basically kind of slapped me in the face. It came back and kind of bit him in the ass. And, yeah, so Chance just regrets having that. So what was it again? Because I think that I heard it, or y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what was it again, Chance, that stopped you and Spanky from being friends when I think it was Spanky was making some kind of like sidebar or slick comments like not during filming or something like that. Chance, is that what happened? I'm just going about from what we see on the show, y'all. Again, I don't know anybody personally. I just wanted to cover the show, kind of get some feedback from it, and support my LGBT fam. Again, I only can review what I'm shown. Yeah. So my critique, for is it Justin, the little light skinned one? My critique for Justin is Justin. Yes, I'm giving Spanky a lot of heat right now because I feel like he's probably like an OG of the show. I know he's been on here. I know he's a returning cast member. I just don't feel like how long. But because of his presence and the way that they got it set up, I feel like he's the Nene Leakes in a sense. Like he's pretty much been here the longest. So pretty much he's the target right now. But my critique for Justin is Justin, you cannot you can't throw shade at someone because of what you saw on the show last season. I don't really think that was fair to Spanky. And I say that because you didn't give him a fair chance for you to get to know him or for you to kind of get to know him for yourself. I kind of feel like you already had some pre-notion like already in your mind or like in your heart, because I feel like you just can't, I can't tell you what you can and cannot do, but when you're filming a show like this, I just want you to be careful because I don't want the fans like make it a negative thing like, oh, well, you can't judge somebody before you meet them. And they're probably going to say that about you in that particular scene. Yet, you and Spanky had a little run-in at the end of the show. Before we got there, we never knew that. So I feel like that's what stopped you two from being, getting to authentically know each other. And Justin, I'm only telling you these things because I feel like I kind of see where your focus point is, like maybe like your career-wise and wanting to be in front of the camera and stuff like that. I'm just telling you like little minor mistakes that you don't make so that people kind of don't put you in like that messy category, because they're going to be like, oh, well, he kind of had some pre-notion out for Spanky prior to filming, period. Or prior to even meeting him, he already didn't like him. So that's what I just don't want you to get caught up in. All right, so we're going to move on to the next person. We got Mitch from Jamaica, Queens. First of all, can we talk about how smooth Mitch's skin look? Mitch, you look good, Mitch, you look good. I like that you're an artist. I like the fact that your entering scene gave us very much so behind the scenes documentary tease. Like I felt like I was watching like an old 90s vibe or like an old like R&B group type judge. So I can appreciate that from you because I feel like sometimes we get caught up on certain kind of personalities for shows that we miss out on talent. And I definitely feel like you have a talent and I would love to hear more of your music. I don't think that they put your Instagram down at the bottom of the screen when your screen came up. I think it only said Mitch. So Mitch, if you could drop down in the bottom in the comments and let me know what your Instagram is. I would love to follow you. I would love to get your music, support your music. I do work in radio, have been a A&R for talent for Sony Music. So I think I kind of know a thing about music or two. I love the fact that that you kind of go into details, Mitch, and allow us into your world and into your circle. And you talk about the relationship between you and your father. I love that because a lot of people kind of have that similar story to what you have. Not me personally. Like me and my father have a great, strong bond and relationship. So my heart goes out to you because I can't relate, but there's somebody out there who can. So, Mitch, we can appreciate you for opening up about the non-existent relationship that you have with your dad. I'm here for that. Karan, great job at casting in that area. I would love to see more of that. All right, so we kind of get down to some more bigger scenes and things like that, more group settings. All right, so, you know, everybody's starting to meet. We got a couple of people from last season kind of come up, reoccurring, showing their face, all that good carrying on. So we have this sit down between O'Neal and Chance. And O'Neal basically lets us know that he wants to be a music scouter. Same thing I just told Mitch a few seconds ago. O'Neal, your boy used to be an A&R for Sony Music, for a record label in Atlanta, Georgia. So I think I do know a thing or two when it comes down to music and radio, when you know the whole jush of an artist. So reach out. Hit me up if you want to know something. Just let me know, because I do kind of know what I'm talking about in that area. And I love the fact that you said music scouter, but it's actually titled A&R. So that was really cute. I'm guessing O'Neal and Monty had a beef last season. Again, we still have not met. I said Monty. I'm so sorry, Montel. It's Montel. Had a beef last season, and they didn't introduce him to the scene as well. Like, soon as O'Neal, you know, basically said Monty's name, Montel, I'm so sorry, I got Monty written in the notes. Montel really didn't have an introduction or anything like that. Like, I felt like he was kind of thrown out there. I think it was Spanky who didn't have a backstory. They just kind of came onto the scene. And I'm not sure if Karan did that because we already know their backstory and what they do, but I kind of feel like we always need to kind of catch up and see what they had going on for the summer. So maybe that's why Spanky and Montel didn't get, O'Neal, not O'Neal, Spanky and O'Neal didn't get their, you know, what they've been up to type. Since I know Spanky did because he talked about the hats. No, he did. It was, I definitely know Montel didn't get one. Anyways, before I get thrown off, I just would like to see a little bit of backstory before he gets thrown into the mess. Because, baby, as soon as he came onto the scene, it was like O'Neal's first question to Montel was, so what was your motive last season? And again, I don't know everything about filming, guys, but y'all can't be saying cast member and season and stuff like that while y'all filming. Y'all have to say stuff like group or when we're around the group, because, you know, when you say stuff like last season or this cast, it's breaking the fourth wall of reality TV. Montel basically expresses how he felt about losing his friend during filming. He felt like, you know, the things that him and O'Neal had going on, you know, they was pretty much really tight. And when it got down to the end of the season, he just felt like he lost his friend. And I feel like his feelings are valid. Like I said, I don't know much about them, but what made me understand that they were really friends is when O'Neal had kind of put something back in his court, and they had just basically had a conversation of, well, you know, Montel's basically saying, like, you're supposed to be my mentor. Where are the things that you taught me when you're up late at night telling me to do 1, 2, 3? When you were in the position to do 1, 2, 3, you didn't do that. So I felt like Montel was pretty much holding his mentor to the fire. And, you know, they got what they had going on, and they have now moved forward. I'm glad that they have moved forward. Montel, I don't know if that's a New York thing. Speaking of New York thing, I love how y'all had, like, the little tent and stuff in the front yard. That was really cute because I'm not from New York. I've only been a couple of times for like auditions and stuff. So when I see that, I was like, oh, that was real New York. Speaking of real New York, Montel, are you gonna be wearing this do-rag all season? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Chance got some beef with Spanx as well. Hopefully we see more of their storyline playing out. I would love to see a sit down between Chance and Spanky so far. Is it Spanky or Spanx? Is it Spanky? Now that I'm a watcher of the show, I'm going to be kind of invested into the storyline. So I'm now going to want to see. Again, yeah, so Chance basically explains like, hey, you know, y'all in here kumbaya, and then Montel asked him what he had going on, where does him and Spanx stand, and he kind of, you know, laid how he felt out on the table, and I am excited to see more. That's all I can say. Because Chance seems like he's a person where he doesn't hold back. Spanky seems like he is pretty much he's in charge of the girls. He is the HBIC of the clique. And it look like it's gonna be a nice little back and forth. So we will see. So Justin, I guess this is the next day, a couple of days later, I'm not sure. He has his share of fare. They all meet for Justin's brunch. Real cute, real classy. Justin pops up, his shirt all open, just like my coat all open. So he popped up with his titties out. I was here for that. Mitch showed up, and you know, his old I got coins, sunglass shades, brunch on a Sunday shades. So everybody else kind of comes and do what they do. Oh, and then so Ken the Topic arrives. I don't know why they put Ken the Topic. Oh yeah, he did come in that scene because he had the pink on. Ken the Topic, you are really pretty, but you talk really fast. I had to rewind the TV when you first started talking. I had to rewind. I was like, what did he say? I was like, wow, he is really pretty. I was like, dang, he is talking really fast. So Ken the Topic shows up to the scene, and Justin and Spanky get into it. The first literally 3 seconds of Spanky sitting down, Justin, he was just like, hey, you know, what's your name? And he was like, Spanky. He was like, oh yeah, so you already knew. Now, me personally feel like it was a little bit of miscommunication, but on the flip side of that, y'all, that was some good TV, because outside of that, I was expecting either Montel or Chance to say something first, but it was Quiet Justin who came in and got it started. But on the flip side of that, I was thinking in my head, is he, because he's a newbie coming for the HBIC, the person that's in charge is kind of like, okay, I seen how you was acting last season, so let me go ahead and check you now to let you know that I'm not that girl to try? Or was it a genuine thing of him asking, like, what did you say? Like, I think he was saying to him, like, oh, you already knew my name. That was Spanx. And it was kind of like, Justin was giving much so, girl, don't get cute at my event, at my brunch. So, Justin, my only pause is because you said the comment of, I saw how you was last season. On the flip side of that, Justin, I'm here for you. I'm gagging. I felt like Montel and Chance, when you was eating up Spank, they were literally like gagging, like, what is happening right now? Like, this boy ain't even said, he ain't even been here 3 seconds, and here it is. We thinking these two finna have a beef with him. Justin just pops it off. So I'm excited to see that. Speaking of things that I'm excited to see, I think it's Chance and Mitch. Y'all have a little bit of history. We want to know about it. We want to see it. Y'all on this public platform now, so every time y'all bring up a little bit of tea, we're gonna clock it and we want to see it. Speaking of stuff that we want to see, it basically leads off with Justin pretty much letting Spanky know, like, girl, we wasn't paying you no mind. We was sitting here having a conversation prior to you getting up and walking over here and doing what it is that you're doing. Are you guys here for the Come Up New York Season 3, Episode 1? Season 3, Episode 1. So far, like I said, I haven't watched the other seasons, but I think I'm going to try to get into it. Again, castmates, I don't know everything. If y'all feel like y'all need to check me about something, let me know what's going on down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you got some stuff that you want to shout out, hit me up. I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of Quran. So I just kind of want to get it out there and get some more exposure. Anything black, anything LGBT, I'm going to definitely always try to do my dangest to support it. All right, and I hope y'all do the same. Y'all click the subscribe button. Leave a comment. Follow me on Instagram at Quentin T. Harris. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Come Up